Properties of angles. Assume that lines L and M are parallel. Find a pair of acute alternate interior angles. If we look at the diagram here, we can see that we have two parallel lines. That means that these lines will go on forever and ever and never cross paths. These parallel lines are being cut by a diagonal line called a transversal. The diagonal line, or the transversal, forms several angles with the parallel lines. We're asked to find a pair of acute alternate interior angles. In order to identify these angles, we first need to know some definitions. If we look down below at the notes, we have definitions of acute, obtuse, interior, exterior, and alternate angles. First, we want to know what an acute angle is. And this is our first definition. Acute angles are angles that measure between 0 and 90 degrees. So we'll use 90 degrees as our reference, and this is a right angle. So here I have two perpendicular lines, and they cross to make right angles. So for instance, here we have a right angle, which is 90 degrees. An acute angle is smaller than 90 degrees. So if we cut that angle in half, this is an example of an acute angle. If we look at the diagram on our left, we can see that angle 2, 6, 7, and 3 are all acute angles. Obtuse angles are angles that measure between 90 and 180 degrees. So that means that obtuse angles are larger than our right angle here. So if we look at the green angle, that would be an example of an obtuse angle. It's greater than 90 degrees. Interior angles are angles that lie between a pair of lines on the transversal. If we look at our diagram, the interior angles are on the inside, and these angles are 3, 4, 5, and 6. Those are all interior angles. Exterior angles lie outside a pair of lines on the transversal. So, since we identified the interior, the exterior are all the other angles. This would be 1 and 2 and 7 and 8. Those are exterior. Alternate angles means that these are angles that lie on opposite sides of the transversal. For instance, if we looked at angle 4 and angle 5, these are alternate angles because they're on opposite sides of the diagonal line. Now I'm going to go back to my problem and my diagram, and I'll find a pair of acute alternate interior angles. First, I'm going to identify the interior angles. And you can identify acute first, alternate first, or interior. I'm just going to identify the interior first. And those are the angles that are inside of those two parallel lines. So we have F, G, Q, and R. These are all interior angles. From here, I want to find acute angles. So if we go back to our diagram, remember acute angle is less than 90 degrees. So we have F, which is an acute angle, and R, which is an acute angle. G and Q are obtuse, so we will not circle those. Our last piece is we want to make sure that those angles are alternate. In other words, the angles should lie on opposite sides of this diagonal line. F and R do lie on opposite sides, so they are alternate. So our answer for a pair of acute alternate interior angles is H, F and R. Assume that lines L and M are parallel. Find a pair of obtuse corresponding angles. Here we're going to look at the diagram once again, and I'm going to find obtuse corresponding angles. From the last question, I know that obtuse angles are angles that are greater than 90 degrees. They're between 90 and 180 degrees. First, I'm going to identify all of the obtuse angles in the diagram. I have W, Z, B, and F. These are all obtuse angles. Next, I want to select the pair of angles that are corresponding. If we go down to our notes, corresponding angles lie on the same side of the transversal and on the same side of their respective parallel lines. So they have to meet two conditions. First, they have to be on the same side as the diagonal line, which is called a transversal. If we look at this diagonal line here, we can see that W and B both lie on the left side of the line. So that fits that condition. Next, the angles have to be on the same side of their respective parallel lines. If we look at W, W is above its parallel line. If we look at B, B is also above its parallel line. So these are corresponding angles. When I select my answers, I'm going to select W and B as a pair of obtuse corresponding angles. So this would be D, that's one choice, and I am also going to look at the pair of angles Z and F. So if I look at Z and F, these angles are both on the right side of the transversal, so that meets that condition. Z is on the bottom of its parallel line, and F is also on the bottom of its parallel line. So that meets the second condition. Therefore, I can say that Z and F are also obtuse corresponding angles. So I'll check that off as one of my answers. So my two answers are angles W and B and angles Z and F.